Hello all, welcome to C Language Learning. In this video we will understand how to reverse and give user entered integer and checking whether the number is palindrome or not. When it comes to the palindrome condition, here we have to check whether the given number is reversible and it is giving you the same output, then that number is called as a palindrome number. For that, let's start with the reversing integer program first. Here we'll start with a new file #include stdio.h header file. So I'm going to write down that #include stdio.h header file. Now let's start with the integer main function. First of all, we are going to understand how to reverse a given integer. So for that, let's assign or let's declare some variables. First of all, the number, that is n. Then the reversing should be first of all 0. The reversing, after reversing, then it will have some value. So reversing integer first of all will be at 0 position, and we must require a reminder. So I am going to declare these variables. So here they need a So here I have declared 3 variables: integer n, reversing variable, and remainder variable. Now we'll ask the user to give us an integer that we have to reverse. So I am going to use a printf, and I am putting an integer, enter the integer statement. So here I have asked for the integer. Now we have to read out the given integer by the user by using a scanf. That's why I am going to put a %d format specifier, comma, and then it will allocate to the memory location of nothing but the n that we have declared here. So ampersand n I have written. Here we have taken the integer first of all. Now let's try to reverse that integer by using a while loop. So I am going to use a while loop with n factorial. So I am using n factorial is equals to 0. Now I am inside, I am going to write down that the remainder should be n modulo 2, that we are going to divide. So remainder is equal to n modulo, this is the modulo operator, we are going to divide by 10, and then the reversible function or the reversible integer will be the reversible multiplied by 10 plus remainder, that is the remainder, and after that we are going to do n, then slash is equals to 10. So here, while putting the reversible integer, first of all, this program took an integer from the user, then the while loop is used until n factorial is equal to 0 will get false. That means this condition will get false. Till it gets false, the while loop will get executed. In each iteration of the loop, the remainder when n is divided by 10 is calculated, and then the value of n is reduced by 10 times. So this way, inside the loop, the reverse number will get computed using reverse is equal to reverse into 10 plus remainder. So here we are going to print now the reversed integer. So we are going to use a printf. So printf, and then I am putting that reversed integer is with a %d, and then I am going to put again the rev that we have declared. So this way, and one more important thing is return 0. So this way we have reversed the integer by using while loop, then modulus operator, and then this operator, which will now reduce the n value by 10. So let's save this file as rev.c. Now we will build this file. As build finished with 0 error, let's run this file. It will ask you first of all the integer. Let's enter 1 2 3 4 and click on enter. So as you can see, the reversed integer is 4321. That means a complete reverse of a given number. Let's try with one more time. Here I am putting now 3465 and click on enter. So it's showing us 5643, a complete reverse of a given number. So this way you can make a reverse of given integer. Now after that we'll check in the same program whether the number is palindrome or not. After reversing, the number should remain same or not. For that, what we will see, first of all we will use one more variable, that is the original n. So because after reversing and after checking it will be the another one, so that's why here we have used one more variable, original n. Now first of all here we have taken the variable. Now first we will assign the given number to original n. That's why after taking that number we are going to assign the value of original n to the given n, or say just n. Yeah, so here we have assigned the original n to the given n. So first of all this will be our first number. Let's use palindrome if original n and reverse n are equal. That means this one and this one will get equal, then we can say the whether the number is palindrome or not. Now here I am going to use one while loop. For that here let's use while loop, and then here I am using a if loop again. So if the original n is equals to nothing but the reversed one, if it is like that, then what we are going to print is print f the percentage d, print f percentage d is palindrome number. Is that means after reversing the number will be same, is palindrome number, and then after that comma we are putting the original n, that means the palindrome real number. So here we have used a number, palindrome or not checking statement, and then after that if it is not like that, else I am going to print. See here I am using a nested loop, that means one while loop, one if loop, so I am not putting a separate bracket. So I am going to copy this one, Control C, and I am going to put the else printf instruction as it's not a palindrome number. So here I am just putting a not, and then we don't need this printf statement right now because we have already reversed the given number. So here I have used one while loop and one if loop to check the number is palindrome or not. Here I have made only some changes in our previous reversible integer program. So now I am going to build this file. As build finished with 0 error, let's run it. So first of all it will ask you to enter the integer. If you are entering integer like this, and if you are if you are reversing that integer, it will be the same. So it shows us the number is palindrome. So click on enter. It's showing that 1001 is palindrome, because if you are reversing the value of number will get saved, that will be 1001. Let's try with another one. Now I'm going to put 1 2 3 4. So if you are reversing, the number will not be the same, so it's not showing. So 1 2 3 4 is not a palindrome number. So this way you can check whether the number is palindrome or not, and this way you can also reverse your given number. I hope you understood today's program. Thank you.